And we're live. Hi everybody and welcome back to Underdog Factory. My name is Tristan and today we're going to be doing something a little different. So, squeaky microphone. Now, just to warn you guys beforehand, for those of you who are watching this after the stream has ended, this is going to be a long, boring, and complicated tutorial. But what I want to happen here is I need to show you guys how YouTube SEO actually works. Just because there's so many people out there saying, hey, we're going to be doing YouTube SEO and talking about this and that. And they talk about Google Trends, which is important, which is great. It's an important part of the job. But there are so many levels that go beyond what SEO actually is compared to what's taught, if that makes sense. And so I want to show you guys how this stuff actually works. And hopefully give you guys a better understanding of what actual SEO is and how to actually go in to get your videos to rank, and then some of the things that you can do in order to take advantage of those rankings in order to grow your channel even more, which is pretty darn cool. Hi, Jace! This is going to be fun. So, first thing that we need to do is we need to understand what YouTube actually, or what SEO actually is. So, SEO, search engine optimization. Basically, we are trying to manipulate Google's algorithms and YouTube's algorithms in order to cause a video to show up higher in the search results, okay? And so for YouTube, then they have said they're interested in three specific things. They're interested in interest, engagement, and satisfaction. This is regarding the viewer in relation to the content that we're actually promoting. So YouTube wants to find content that the viewer's going to find interesting. They want to see what kind of stuff they engage with, which is going to be like your actual click-through rate. And then they want to see what content is actually satisfying that viewer or causing that viewer to then go and to watch multiple videos from that channel. If you can do this, then you're going to be able to start manipulating a couple different algorithms, especially your search or your browse features and your homepage algorithms. But this is also going to be key to your YouTube search algorithm. So what that means is that we need to get a high CTR, a high click-through rate. We get high click-through rates by creating titles that people are actually going to click on and that are relevant to the keyword that we're trying to rank for. And we're going to talk about keyword research here in just a second, but I'm just laying the groundwork here. Like I said, this is going to be kind of boring. Okay? Our engagement is going to be your watch time. This is how long people actually watch the video, because what's happening is YouTube is watching this and saying, okay, is this person interested in this content? Are they clicking on it? And then once they have clicked on it, is the content engaging enough? Is it doing what it's supposed to do as far as fulfilling whatever it is we thought that the person was interested in? And then we have satisfaction. This is going to be your positive engagements. This is going to be your likes. This is going to be your shares. This is going to be your subscribers. But the most important metric that we're looking for and the one we want to manipulate or to encourage as much as possible is getting people to watch multiple views or multiple videos from your channel. Now, I could pull up the white papers and show you guys exactly where it says this, but again, it's going to be even more boring than we're already talking about. So, when it comes to YouTube, these are the things it wants. There's going to be views per viewer. So, high click-through rate, high watch time, high views per viewer. Max those three things out, and you're going to be good to go. Now, for ranking in Google, actually that's backwards, then it's a little bit different, okay? So we still have some of the influence from things like click-through rates, and we still have some stuff that comes from getting people to watch the videos for a longer period of time. That helps a little bit, but the main thing that we're looking for when it comes to ranking in Google are two things. We have something called on-page SEO, and then we have something called off-page SEO. So most folks usually only talk about on-page SEO. This is going to be finding a keyword and then using that keyword in your video's title, in the description, and in like any pinned comments that you're going to use. You want to make sure you're actually using the word in the video itself. And we're going to go into a little bit more detail about this actually video that we're going to optimize here in the live stream today. But that's your on-page stuff. This is stuff that you actually do to the video itself. Okay. Now, that's where most people stop. And no one ever talks about off-page SEO. Now, off-page SEO is very, very, how do I explain this? It's a little bit more complicated. And there's a few different things that kind of happen here. And I think the best way to explain what this is talking about the website's popularity. Now, when we say website, let's pull up a video real quick. Let's just do this. This is the video we're going to work on later. Now, we look at this and we normally think, okay, this is a YouTube video. But it's a little bit more than that. It's not just a YouTube video. This is a page on a website, okay? This is youtube.com/watch 7YA7GOTR8L4, right? So this is an actual page on a website. This is a website page, okay? So that's going to be our video's URL. Now, what we're talking about then is we're talking about the popularity of that specific page on that specific website. And then what will happen is Google will look at that popularity and look at the on-page SEO stuff, and then from there it will determine which keywords to actually rank you for in search. Okay, the search results page, we call those SERPs, search engine result page, and so on. Okay, now how do we actually make the website popular? So the easiest way that I know to explain this is to think of it like high school. Okay, when you are in high school and you go and you hang out with the jocks, you become a jock by association. If you hang out with the band people, you become a band person by association. Even if you don't necessarily play in the band, you become part of that group just because that's who you spend time with. That's who you become associated with, right? Same thing if you're a goth. I was a punk skater back when I was skinny and could actually do that stuff. And so the same thing happens with the website. If you have other websites that are talking about your website, if you have other websites that are talking about your YouTube video, and if they share links to that video or to that website from their own websites, then that is passing along some of that popularity, or the term that we actually use in the SEO industry is authority, is passing along some of that authority, and it's making you look like a more trustworthy and valid source for the answer to that person's query, right? So the idea behind Google, like what it's trying to do, is it wants to find the best answer for somebody's question. If you're searching for Chinese food near me, right? Your question is, what's the best place who has Chinese food that I can go and order, right? Or that I can go and buy. And that happens to be my location, right? That's the query. That's the question that you're trying to answer. And so Google's going to look for websites that have their on-page SEO. Again, talking about Chinese food. Here's the menu. Here's our ingredients. Here's our reviews. All that kind of stuff. But then they're also going to look for other authoritative websites that are also talking about that specific restaurant's website. So you're going to be looking for Yelp. They're going to be looking for newspaper articles. They're going to be looking for restaurant, travel blog type things, foodie blogs, where people are going to come and they're going to talk about how awesome this restaurant is, and then they're going to leave a link from that blog to the website talking about how awesome that restaurant is, okay? And then once you have all that stuff, the more authority you get from these good quality backlinks, the higher that video is going to rank in search. And I can actually show you guys an example of this. Actually, I can show you guys a few examples of this. So, Power Wash, Logan, Utah. Logan, Utah is where I live. Power Wash is a service, all right? So if we scroll down here, Logan, Utah Power Wash. That's a YouTube video. That's really loud. Holy crap. Pause. Okay. This is one of my videos. I actually made this. This is called a lead gen video, or for a lead gen website, generating leads for businesses. And the idea is that we can rank something in Google and somebody's looking for this product or service. We can show up as that top search result, and then we can collect that person's information. Then we actually take that lead, that person's need, and then we sell that to somebody who can fulfill that service, right? So somebody who actually owns a power wash company. And that's what we've done here. We see this video has 75 views over the last month, a little over a month. And we rank for this keyword. And the reason why is because this video has a whole bunch of backlinks. First, because we have high click-through rate, engagement, and watch time. It's set up as a short, so we're able to generate some of those views. And it also has some backlinks that are coming from our website, which actually caused this video to rank a little bit higher. And as you can see, we're actually outranking a lot of other people, like actual businesses are being outranked in Google because we have better backlinks. This guy's my biggest competition here in the area, but we're outranking the yellow pages, whatever this guy is, whoever KSL, and a whole bunch of other folks. Okay? So we're winning because we have better quality backlinks and because our on-page SEO is better. Okay? It's more focused. So that is kind of the overview of how SEO actually works. So again, when we're talking about YouTube SEO, then we want to show interest, or we want to capture interest, we want to be engaging, and we want to satisfy the viewer. When we're talking about Google SEO, then we want to have solid on-page optimization, and then we want to have solid off-page optimization. So now that we understand all this, we're actually going to go through and do it. Okay, so let's kind of start over from the very beginning with Google Trends. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to find a topic that is going to generate, or that has high search volume, low competition, so that way we can determine what kind of videos we actually want to make for our YouTube channel. So I like Minecraft. There's a new Minecraft coming out, farms, for example. So Minecraft 1.19 farms, that has spiked pretty solidly over the last couple weeks, and not a lot of extra queries here. So let's go like this: Minecraft farms. So let's see, Utah's #1. Go us. All right, so ores, vanilla, axolotls, kelp, 118 farms. It's showing up under 118 farms. So not a ton. So it looks like people are looking for like iron farms. They're looking for experience point or experience farms. What else did this other one have? Minecraft farms, reload that. Ore farms, so probably like the ore distribution, they kind of changed some of that stuff around. Vanilla stuff, kelp, and so on. So if we wanted to go and say that we wanted to make a video about farms in Minecraft, right? So this kind of gives us a little bit of information. It kind of gives us a little bit of ideas. So like ore farms, axolotl farms, kelp algae farms, like that works. You know, it's got a little bit of interest in there. But let's take this a step further. So this is a tool called Kwfinder.com. I absolutely love this. I've been using these guys, oh my gosh, 5 years, 6 years. I am an affiliate. I don't have the affiliate link in the description quite yet, but I will in the future. It is a paid tool, but it does have a free version that I recommend that you guys all use. It also has a really handy, whatever it's called, plugin thingy that you can use. It's really cool. But let's say Minecraft farms. Let's see what pops up. So Minecraft farms has a total of 73,000 searches per month. The CPC, which you have right here, this is your cost per click. This is how much people are actually spending in ads in order to get somebody to visit that website. So for example, if I have a website about Minecraft farms and I want to promote it, if I were to run ads for that website, it's going to cost me 18 cents to get somebody to visit my website. Now, this number is actually really important, and I'll tell you why. It's because this is what affects your CPMs. This is what determines how much you get paid for ads that are running on that video. And basically the way that it works is that YouTube will take a percentage of this and they'll give you the other percentage. So for example, Enderman Farm, if you were to make a video about Enderman farms, you would actually get paid way more than you would about just farms in general. And I think the split's 60-30 or something like that, 50-50. So you would get paid almost 50 cents and YouTube keeps almost 50 cents for that view, right? So if you want to manipulate your CPMs and make more money from the videos that you're making, this is one of the first places you want to go in to look. So Minecraft farms, creeper farms, Enderman farm, XP farms, iron farm, mob farm, AFK fish farms, mob farms, creeper farms, slime farms, golem farms, sugarcane farms actually gets quite a lot, almost 23,000 searches per month. Automatic farms, bee farms, chicken farms, farmhouse. What else do we have in here? Pumpkin farms doing all right. So this is one of the kind of slow and boring processes here, is you want to go through and you want to look through all of these keywords and figure out which of these videos has a high amount of traffic, which means that there's a lot of interest for that specific keyword. Again, remember, interest, this is how we determine if there's interest, is by how many searches there are. And then we also want to see what kind of stuff we can actually create. And then finally, we want to see what the cost per click is so we can determine, how much money we can actually make off of that keyword. Jay said, that's super interesting. Never considered that creators get paid different amounts based on video type. Knew for sure it was true with ads, but that didn't make that connection. Yep. So it's the video type and then also the audience that you're trying to reach. So if your audience is primarily like males in the US or Canada and you're doing gaming stuff, you're actually going to get a lot higher CPMs for gaming content than you would if you were targeting, for example, Mexico. Just because there's more ad buyers in the US, there's higher competition. And so the higher the competition, the more they have to bid, the more money you're actually going to be making off of it. So fully automatic chicken farm, that's going to net you about 60 cents per click. Beef farm and Legos, chicken farm, automatic chicken farm. So that might be a good one. Minecraft automatic farms, Minecraft farms, right? So on and so forth. Now, we can also go a little bit further into this. We can look at like carrots, for example. Minecraft carrots gets 10,000 searches a month. The golden carrot on a stick. This is actually what we ended up making our test video on. Minecraft carrot farms, Minecraft carrots in Minecraft, where to find carrots, and so on. So not super high cost per clicks on this. Searches are okay. So we are going to take a look at that. But that's how you do your keyword research. Again, what you're looking for is you want to see high search volumes. If you see trends over here, like this is also going to be good. We like seeing the trends go up because that means we're going to get more views in the future. Of course, we're interested in our cost per click because we want to see how much money we're actually going to make from making that video in our ads. And then the one that we didn't talk about yet is the keyword difficulty score. So this is how difficult it is to actually rank for that specific keyword in Google for your website. So it's a scale of 1 to 100. And the lower the number is, the better. So, for example, a brand new website that has absolutely nothing on it, that's going to be a 1 or a 0, whereas YouTube itself is going to be a 100. Now, one of the things that we can do to kind of take advantage of how strong YouTube is that a YouTube video actually has a base score of about 25. And so if you can find a topic that you can make a video on, and if this score is around 20, between 10 and 20, or lower than 20, right? Then there's a pretty good chance that if you were to make a video on that and use and optimize that video for that one specific keyword, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be able to rank for it without having to go through a lot of extra work. So one other thing you want to keep in mind, especially like when we're talking about Google searches. So carrot growth stages, that's probably not talking about Minecraft, but we kind of wish it was. So it looks like this is talking about like actual carrots. And we can see that there's some spikes in traffic over here between May, June, and July. See that again over here. And it's starting to pick back up over here. So again, that's just the trends. We know this is going to be spring or late spring, early summer months. People are out planting their gardens. They want to see what that carrot actually looks like. They want to see if that's what's actually growing. And so, we call this a tent pole event. So it's something that's like a trend, but it's a trend that's going to happen every year or every set period of time. So World Cup would be another tent pole event. And so if you can go through and if you can rank for that tentpole event before the event or before it actually starts to trend up, and if you can keep that ranking, you're going to get all that search traffic, and that's just going to be yours. And if you can maintain that ranking, then every year you're going to see this big spike, you're going to see this big uptick in traffic, and you're going to get paid for it. So that's really cool, and that gives you your long-term source of traffic and views and everything else. So okay, to summarize, we're talking about keyword research. We want to see what the keyword actually is and see if it's something we can create content around. We want to see what the trends look like. We want something that's preferably trending up because that means we're going to be getting more views than what it's already showing. We want to see how many actual searches there are per month. We also want to see what the cost per click is so we can see how much we're actually going to get paid. And we want to know what the keyword difficulty is to know how difficult it would be to rank in Google for that specific keyword. Right. So now that we have all that information, the next thing we need to do is we need to actually create a video based off of that keyword, and then we're going to optimize it. We're going to do the on-page SEO stuff that we were talking about a minute ago. And that's what we have right here. So this is a video talking about Minecraft carrots. It's the Minecraft carrot guide. So the keyword that I was looking at over here, let me pull up my, where's my list? Oh, do I not have the list saved anymore? Minecraft bases. Yeah, so I was looking at a whole bunch of these, like different kinds of Minecraft bases and like stuff like that, and see what kind of traffic was out there for them, and then learn how to do that. But I wanted to rank for the Minecraft carrots tutorial, I think is what the actual keyword was. Tutorial. So, first thing you want to do is write out your script, or at least have an idea of what you want to say in the video, okay? So again, the idea is that we know that people who are searching for this specific keyword have a specific problem. They're trying to solve something, right? And so we are going to create a video that solves whatever that something is. In this case, people want to learn about how to grow Minecraft carrots fast. I think that was the keyword that we're targeting. And so went through and we wrote a script talking about Minecraft carrots, how they work, how to get them to grow faster, and just how to grow more carrots in Minecraft. Now you want to make sure that you're actually using the keywords in the video itself, because Google can't pick up on the actual text of what you're saying, and YouTube as well. And so this is actually a ranking factor. This is something that will affect your rankings in YouTube and in Google, because they want to see if you're actually talking about whatever it is that they're talking about. So that's going to be step number 1. And we're going to need this again here in a second. Step number 2, how to grow carrots in, no, that's not right. It was the Minecraft carrot farms. That was the keyword that we wanted. All right, so the keyword we wanted, Minecraft carrot farms. Our description, we're going to talk about, today I'm going to show you, I think it was 3 Minecraft carrot farms and how to increase the growth rate of your Minecraft carrots. We call that keyword stuffing, but a little bit more efficiently. So, usually we would kind of add a little bit more text to this, but you guys don't want to sit here and watch me try to write copy. Next thing we need to do is we need to add a thumbnail. Let me make sure I remember where my thumbnail is saved. Move on over. There we go. All right, cool. I did do that. So Minecraft carrots is going to be our thumbnail. Let me go ahead and open that up for you so you can see it. Like that. And again, we want to make sure that any text that is going to be on the thumbnail is very clearly visible, very legible. Google can read this as well. In fact, let's do that. Google Cloud Vision. And if we scroll down here, and if we take this and we drop that there, confirm we are not robots that I'm aware of, this will actually tell us what Google sees in the thumbnail. So it says it sees some green, it sees some text, it sees some grass, it knows it's a video game. It says it's a screenshot of a video game software, fictional character Calabasa. Oh, it thinks my little flame guy is a pumpkin. Okay. Landscape, logo, PC game, fiction, graphics, photo, caption. All right. If we click on that, that'll show us the text. It says, okay, this is the text that we see in the image. It looks like it says Minecraft carrots. Awesome. We can see the color breakdown, and then we can also see the it's safe search settings. So like if it thinks that it's adult content, if it's a spoof, thinks there's a chance it could be medically related, but it's not. No violence, no raciness, or anything else. So we're pretty good over there on that front. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that Google/YouTube is actually doing this to all the different frames in your video, which is kind of crazy. So not to go too far off topic, but I uploaded a video to one of my work channels a couple months back. And what happened was, actually, let's see if I can find the screenshot because I thought it was kind of crazy. Bum, 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 bum. And let's do this. All right, well, that's not the easiest way to see it. But I made a video talking about YouTube Shorts for one of my work channels. And Google caught it, and it recognized that I was using this video game, 7 Days to Die, as my background for the video. So I was doing a voiceover and, you know, showing some clips and some B-roll and stuff. But just as like my background content, I was playing this video game, and it caught it. And it actually recognized it as being this game, even though there's nothing in the game that talks, or in the video that talks about the game. I don't name it. I don't do anything else. It just says, oh, this is 7 Days to Die. And so it's ranking that video for me on one of my other channels as a recommendation under that title, which I thought was absolutely crazy. So it is scanning the individual frames of your video as well. So if you do have anything that's going to be in there to help support the fact that this video is about this specific thing, then you're going to be in good shape. So that's what you're going to do with your thumbnails. Playlists don't really make a huge difference. Tags don't actually make a huge difference. The only thing we use tags for is just to track the ranking, so we can keep an eye on, see how, like, where we're actually ranking for the keywords that we want. So we do something like, you know, Minecraft carrot farm, Minecraft carrots, how to grow carrots in Minecraft, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's really all that we're really looking for. And like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, they're going to give us their recommendations and everything else too. Just other keywords that might be worth looking at. Video language, you want to set that to English. Assuming you're speaking in English. It should be able to recognize that you're speaking in English though. Like that. Most of this other information doesn't really make a huge difference unless you're trying to rank for a local keyword. So for example, if you want to do Carrot Farms Logan, Utah, you might want to add that in over here, but otherwise it's not a huge deal. And then of course your gaming, your game titles, and so on and so forth. So that is your on-page SEO. What keyword are we trying to rank for? Minecraft Carrot Farm. So we have Minecraft Carrot Farm right here. We have it right there. It shows up in the video multiple times, Minecraft carrots. So we have it down over here in the tag so we can track it. It says it in the video's script. And then, of course, we also have it in the thumbnail. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save that. We're going to go over here to subtitles. And let's take a quick look at this. Welcome to the Minecraft Carrot Farm guide. So there's a Minecraft Carrot Farms. And then actually that looks pretty good. But the Hopper minecarts actually automatically pick up. Yeah, so I think we're good. So sometimes you might want to come in and to, you know, copy and paste your scripts into here just so that way YouTube can get that extra bit of information. Again, we're trying to give it as much information or relevant information as we can, especially things that contain our keywords. So Minecraft carrot tutorials are going to pop up right over there. And so I think we are good. We can go ahead and close that. Wait, cancel. Publish that. And here's the top language spoken by your audience. That's interesting. So now we get all of that extra data given to Google and to YouTube. So now they absolutely know this video is about Minecraft carrots. The one thing we'd want to do with this is we want to make sure that's set to public because otherwise it's not going to get shown or indexed. So let's go ahead and do that and then we'll reload. Whoops, cancel, save, and then reload. And we'll see if we're ranking for anything. Sometimes this happens really fast, sometimes it doesn't. Nope, not quite yet. So I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so The next thing we want to do then is we want to start working on our off-page SEO. So we just finished all the on-page SEO. Now we need to go and do the off-page SEO. And there are two places that I recommend doing this. The first one is going to be a platform called Legit. This is a SEO service platform. Kind of think of it like Fiverr, but for SEOs, for SEO work. And it's relatively inexpensive. And one of the nice things about doing this with YouTube specifically is that it's very, very difficult to goof it up, because YouTube is such a massive website that anything that you do, even if you go really aggressive with your backlinking or anything, it's, a drop in the ocean. Like you can be very aggressive with it if you need or want to. It's very forgiving if you make a mistake. So typically, if you're going to be doing this for a website, you want to build the backlink profile slowly, right? You want to be careful with it. You want to make sure it looks organic, because if you have a website about, power washing, and if you get one backlink, and then the next day you get 2 backlinks, the next day you get 100 backlinks, and like that looks a little suspicious. Normally you get like 1, and then maybe 2, and then 1, just because it's the kind of website that lots of people aren't talking about power washing websites. You might do a little bit better with something like a video game review or a tutorial or something like that. That's definitely an option, because that can pick up a little bit faster. But like I said, especially with YouTube, you can be very, very aggressive with it, because YouTube's already going to be getting millions or billions of backlinks a day. And so if you add an extra 1,000 backlinks, it's going to be like that. So you can kind of get away with that a little bit more. Still, be cautious with this. Don't do anything crazy or stupid, but kind of start slow with it. So here are the services that you're looking for. You want to come over here to SEO, and either backlinks or PBN links. A PBN is a private blog network. So it's basically a network of websites that somebody owns and manages that they can use to then provide backlinks to your website. And if we go back to our paint board of truth, these other websites that we're talking about, the ones that we can get to talk about your website, that's where these things come from. Okay, the actual link where the one website talks about your website, we call those backlinks, because it's a link back to your website. And so these are some of the options that are on here. So this guy will give you a bunch of backlinks for $15. This guy will give you a bunch of backlinks for $15, $19, $15, $75, $20, $6. This guy will give you 10. That's only give you 5 for 15, and so on and so forth. Now, what you're looking for here is you want to see where it talks about the DA. This is the domain authority. This is how strong or how popular the website actually is that the backlinks are going to be coming from. The higher that is, the better the backlink is going to be, as long as it's relevant to your videos. And then you also want to see how many of them you're actually going to get. So and then, of course, you also want to look at the guys' reviews and their rankings and everything else. I don't know any of these people well enough to say, oh, you should go get this one or get that one. But it looks like this guy has some pretty good reviews. So 99% on time. He's got 304 reviews, and he's got 4.9 stars. That's pretty good. His prices are pretty low. So that looks like a pretty good service. Like this one right here. You get lots of backlinks from niche relevant websites, which is pretty good. Avoid GSA. That's Russian stuff. Don't want to mess with that. Another service that I highly recommend, especially for more complicated or for more difficult keywords that you'd want to rank for, is going to be this guy right here, Link Daddy. This is run by a friend of mine named Tony Peacock. He is a very, very, very professional and very, very good at this stuff. And this is what he does, is he creates backlinks. He has a huge, and when I say huge, it's like the hugest network that exists. And it's pretty cool. So here's all the individual steps of what you have to do, what kind of information he needs, and so on and so forth. So he'll actually explain the process and everything. Now, it does cost a little bit more, but the difference is that with these other ones, you're getting like 10 backlinks. This is going to give you like 1,000. So pretty cool stuff. And like I said, Tony's a really good guy. I like Tony. Trying to think what else. So if we come back over here to our board, let's kind of do a quick summary real quick. So we have our on-page SEO, which is what we did on the channel. That's where we had our thumbnails, where we do our titles, where we do our descriptions, where we make sure the video actually contains the keyword, where we're adding in our subtitles and our closed captions, all that other stuff. Everything we can do to kind of help you to remember, hey, this video is about this thing. That all happens right here. And then what we need to do is we need to go through and we just need to start building our backlink profile or doing our off-page SEO, which is all of this right here. This is going out and finding backlinks. This is finding websites that will talk about your video or that will share your video. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter, or Instagram. Can I share links from my videos to those platforms and then have that count as a backlink? Now, technically speaking, no. Well, technically yes, but actually no. So there are two different kinds of backlinks. From over here, we have what's called a do follow, which is going to be your standard backlink. Do follow. And then you have other websites that will automatically change any outbound links on their site or any links from their site going to another site as something called a no follow. No follow. So most social media platforms are all going to have their link set to no follow by default. This means that you can't use that, or like that website's not going to pass any authority to your video. It's not going to improve your rankings. So social media sites typically are going to be like that, but like a blog or any other kind of website, you're going to be good to go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we'd want to cover. The last thing you'd really want to cover is just keep an eye on your video's rankings. It's something that's going to go and change over time. And it's something you can continue to improve by improving your video's thumbnail, by improving your video's title, getting more people to click on the video so you get a higher click-through rate. And then, of course, a higher click-through rate means that you're going to get more views on the video, which means you're going to accrue more watch time. And then if you can do a good job of keeping your watch time high, you're going to accrue even more watch time, and that's going to mean that your videos are going to perform even better. Okay? Oh, look, we're ranking. So we're number 3 for Carrot Farm, number 4 for Minecraft Carrot Farm, number 3 for Minecraft Carrots. Let's check that real quick. So we're going to open a private window. And I guess we'll go to YouTube first. I'm going to put in Minecraft Carrots and Technoblade. Technoblade's hilarious. So I don't see us on here quite yet. Alright, so let's look in Google real quick. I'm ranking over here. Sometimes you can rank really fast. Hey, that's me. It's not the same video, but that is me. Compared to a carrot growing in Minecraft. We're going to talk about this in 1 second. This is the last step that we need to do. So that's good. We are ranking. It's just not the same video. Let's check some of these other ones. So Minecraft Carrots. Try Minecraft Carrot Farm. Nothing over here. And nothing over here quite yet. I didn't expect to rank for this very quickly. This is actually a really competitive keyword. That looks like mine. I don't see us at all. Still love Technoblade. The Great Potato War is actually what inspired some of this. Alright. So those will come and go. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, like I said, keep an eye on those. Always check in an incognito window because that's going to give you like actual results and not adjusted. Sometimes the green ones especially will give you an adjusted score or ranking, which would be like if somebody's already interacted with your channel in the past, they'll actually get a higher, your videos will automatically rank higher because, where'd the whiteboard go? They've already shown that your content is satisfactory, and so you'll actually get a boost for those people. Now, there's one last thing here that we need to do in order to take advantage of our SEO. So, search traffic is not the highest traffic source when it comes to YouTube. Search traffic actually only counts for like 20%. I think that might actually be too high of all views on YouTube. Okay, the majority of those views, the other 80 something percent views, comes from from the recommendation algorithm. So that's going to be your next up, and it's going to be your homepage. Okay. And so we want to look for a way where we can manipulate the algorithm so that way they give us more of this traffic, because this is where most people are. Okay. So the way we do this is we go back over here to the satisfaction factor. Okay. So when we're talking about satisfaction, what is satisfaction? It's when somebody has a positive engagement with the video, they like, they subscribe, they comment, whatever, and when they watch multiple videos. And then what will happen is YouTube will then tag that viewer as somebody who likes your content specifically, and so your content is then going to be pushed out to that audience more often and at a higher ranking. Okay, that means YouTube is going to give you a boost for anybody who has watched your videos in the past, like we were just looking at a second ago when I was trying to find my video in search. And so how do we get that to happen? How do we get people to watch more than one video? So it works like this. Somebody searches for something in Google, right? And that leads them to your video. Then what happens after that? Then we need to call out another video in this video for that person to then go and watch next. Okay? And then what happens is, now they've watched multiple videos, your average view per viewer has now gone up, you have now increased your satisfaction ranking, and so any other videos that you have on your channel are going to start getting pushed out to that viewer as well, because you have just shown, or they have shown, that they have been satisfied by your content. Now, how do we do that? In this video specifically, we talk about we talk about the other video twice. So at the very beginning, it says, a while back I held a competition between 6 Minecraft professionals to see which team could grow the most carrots in a week. And my team grew 176,000 carrots. And then down here, it says, now go watch the full carrot war because it was awesome. All right. So we're specifically calling out this other video multiple times in the video because we want people to then go and watch the other video. Why is that? Because we know if somebody is watching a video about how to grow a carrot, there's a good chance that they're going to then go and watch competitive carrot growing, right? There's going to be a level of intrigue. They want to see some of this stuff in action. They want to see somebody growing 100 or almost 200,000 carrots in Minecraft. And so we're sparking that interest, we're sparking that attention, and then all we have to do is we need to make it as simple as humanly possible for that viewer to go and watch that next video. How do we do that? Cards. So let's find the card. Competitive carrot growing. And we're going to put that like right there. And we're going to save that. And then we're also going to do our end screen. And we can just import one. It's fine. We'll do this. Doesn't have one. Do we have any of these that are actually already done? Where's my carrot one? Carrots, 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 carrots. All right, so we want to import it. We'll just go ahead and make one from scratch. So instead of the best for viewer, we're going to choose a specific video. I'll find the competitive carrot growing. That's going to go right over here. And just to be safe, let's go ahead and add in a best for viewer as well, just in case YouTube knows that they want to watch something else that we're not aware of. So I'll save that. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we have to go find that link real quick. Way back over here. How to grow carrots. We're going to copy that link. And then we're going to go back to the first one. We're going to open this up. Welcome to pause that for a second. Go watch the carrot. Did I spell that right? Did I get it too many R's? Carrot farm war here. Leave a comment. And we're going to pin that to the top. So now, it is super duper uber easy for somebody to find that next video in the series. They have seen that the other video exists. This is actually a clip from that other video. They've got the card, they've got the end screen, they've got the link over here. It could not possibly be easier for them to then go and watch that next video. And again, what happens when they watch the next video? We are forming links between our videos. We're extending viewer session time. We're increasing our average view per viewers. And we're also increasing our click-through rate because now we have somebody click on 2 videos instead of just one. We're increasing our watch time because somebody's watching 2 videos instead of just one. And we're hacking our satisfaction because they're watching multiple videos now. And at the end of that video, there's another video that somebody's going to go and be recommended. And at the end of that video, there's going to be another one that they're going to be recommended. And it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing until eventually we can get people watching 5, 6, 7 videos on our channels at a time. Mr. Beast has an average of like 7 or 8 views or average views per viewer every 28 days, which is bonkers. And that is one of the reasons why his channel is so successful, is because he's really good at linking all this stuff together. And so, like I said, he's really hyper inflated. Maybe not inflating is the right word, but he is definitely fulfilling with these 3 things. It's very, very easy for him to generate interest with his content. People watch it all the way through because he's very good at creating his videos. And of course, you can't just watch one. So that is how you then take the traffic that you're going to get from search, you expand upon it, you grow it, and you can make your channel just grow even faster. And then what's cool about this is you can rank just one video. Just one video can show up in Google, but then, you know, like I said, just the one showing up in Google, but then you can get 5 or 6 or 7 views out of that. And that makes it significantly easier and faster to grow a channel. One of the common business sayings is it's a lot easier to sell something to somebody who's already bought from you before. And I think this is a good example of that. It's a lot easier to get somebody to watch one of your videos that's already watching one of your videos right now. You just need to have this plan and process in place and understand what's happening on the back end so we can take advantage of all that traffic. So, once again, I apologize. I know this is a almost 50-minute long tutorial on YouTube SEO, and most folks are done in like 3 minutes. But I wanted you guys to really understand how this process works. I want you to understand what's happening on the back end, and I want you to know how to take the most advantage of what's happening on in your videos, and like I said, of extending this out and actually growing and improving. Now, the other question that we get a lot with this is this only work with gaming channels? That is not. No, this works with everything. So any kind of YouTube video, this will work with websites, this works with your social media profiles. Like, that's how this stuff works. This is how YouTube and Google were built and what they're looking for. And so if you have a business that you're running alongside a YouTube channel, or in addition to a YouTube channel, or like you're doing the gaming channel for fun, but you're a plumber, right? You could actually go and you can rank your own YouTube videos, you know, going through this exact same process for your local keywords, and to get business that way. In fact, that is how I make my living, is I rank videos and websites for people and help them generate more business for their business. And it's pretty darn cool. And it's the exact same process that we just went through. This is the entire thing. Like, not holding anything back on you guys. This is how it works. So, with that being said, I hope this video has been helpful and useful. I am going to try and end this without cutting off the end of the stream. But, I said, hope it helped. And so, see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and I have a Discord server, which I probably should have mentioned at the beginning. I'll put all those links at the bottom or the description so you guys can check those out. But, yeah, have a good one.